attorney.
Our distinguished and accomplished guest speaker, Undersecretary Jessie Hermogeneously Atlas, to the MLQU Board of Regents, Executive Vice President Ms. Mary Antoinette Silpi Ortega, Chairman and University President, Attorney Paquita and Shaw Jr., to our proficient and dedicated administrators, Dean of School of Law, Attorney Jose Perpetuo M. Lotilla, Architect John Joseph Fernandez, Vice President for Academic Affairs, Dr. Michelle Esteban, University Librarian, Ms. Myra M. Ramos, University Registrar, beloved, supportive, and experienced faculty members, Attorney Galahad P. Benito, Attorney Charmaine Cuevas, Dean Bong Lopez, Judge Silva, families, friends, MLQU Alumni Association President, and fellow graduates, a pleasant and victorious afternoon at all. As we gather here today, we celebrate more than the completion of law school. We celebrate a profound transformation. This moment is the culmination of years marked by perseverance, sleepless nights, and quiet determination. It is a victory earned not only through mastering legal concepts, but through enduring the unseen battles that shape us into who we are today. Attorney Anciano once said, "Law students are sui generis, a class entirely their own." The journey of a law student was indeed sui generis, unique, tested by fire, and forged by a journey that only one truly understands. I still vividly remember my first semester in law school. When my father asked how it went, I looked him in the eye and said, "Pa, huwag na tayong magbayad ng finance. Babagsak din naman ako, sayang lang." That's how hopeless I felt during our midterm examination. The caudals were too many, the readings were too long, and the pressure unbearable. But my father said just one thing, "Ituloy mo yan, kaya mo yan." And so I did. Later on, I placed second in our criminal law midterm exam. It wasn't just a grade, it was a turning point. I realized that in law school, survival isn't about being the smartest. It's about not quitting. During our second semester, my professor in criminal law, Professor Benito, said, "In law school, we all stand on equal ground. Brilliance can give you a head start, but it's the relentless hard work that truly carries you through. You can excel if you work hard and give it your all." And that's exactly what we did. We endured sleepless nights, not because of movie marathon, K-dramas, or series, but because of caudals and cases. We deciphered Supreme Court rulings with blurry eyes until 3 a.m., and yet, we were told to recite that one case we didn't reach. I never thought I'd get a score with a line of 6 until Succession and Constitutional Law 1, Class 2 Bureau. I've never been so nervous in my life until our criminal law 2 recitation, wearing blindfolds, like we were in a hostage situation. There were days I wanted to quit, days when I felt I wasn't enough, but we kept going, because giving up was never an option. We became more spiritual than we ever thought we'd be. We prayed every day, before exams, during exams, and even in our group chats, "Lord, sana po lecture lang muna. Sana po pumasok kaming lahat." Law school taught us not just the value of hard work, but the power of faith. Many of us live on the edge of burnout. Some of us studied between shifts, others juggled work, school, family, and still showed up, exhausted but determined. We were like contestants in a noontime show, Laban o Bawi. And every day we choose to laban, to keep going. We only said bawi tayo when we got low scores. That was our battle cry. And yes, we did just that. Tuloy ang laban hanggang dulo. We are indeed sui generis. We are a unique breed, tested by fire, shaped by struggle, and bonded by experience. We belong to a community that knows how to persevere, how to argue with reason, and how to stand with conviction. No one truly understands what it means to go through law school, except those who have done it. Our friends didn't always understand our silence. Our families sometimes mistook our distance for disinterest. But what we carried wasn't just academic. It was emotional, psychological, and deeply personal. But through all this, we discovered something powerful. We are capable. Capable of pushing through when everything inside us said stop. Capable of understanding complex ideas even when we initially felt completely lost. Capable of enduring pressure and stress at levels we never imagined. We discovered that resilience isn't about being unbreakable. It's about getting back up every single time, stronger and more determined than before. Today, we are not just walking away with a degree. We are walking away with discipline, with grit, with an understanding of justice, and the courage to fight for it. We are not just law graduates. We are survivors. We are warriors. And now, as I stand before you today, filled with gratitude and awe, I am reminded that no one reaches this point alone. Behind every law student is an entire village. People who lifted us when we were weary, who believed in us even when we doubted ourselves, and who walked beside us every step of the way. This milestone is not mine alone. It belongs to all who supported, guided, and prayed for me throughout this journey. And so, allow me to take this moment to honor and thank the many hands and hearts who made this possible. First of all, to the Lord Almighty, thank you for your grace, your guidance, your constant presence, and your knowledge given to me. There were countless moments when I felt I could no longer go on, but every single time you gave me strength. You reminded me of my purpose. The victory is a reflection of your faithfulness. All glory and praise belong to you. To our beloved professors, thank you for challenging and guiding us. Thank you for the tough love, for every call that made our hearts race. And for the wisdom you shared, both inside and outside the classroom. You didn't just teach us the law, you taught us how to think, how to endure, and how to carry ourselves with dignity and integrity. We are deeply grateful to Manuel Quezon University, our cherished alma mater, for being more than just an institution where we studied law, for being a place where we were challenged, supported, and transformed. Thank you for surrounding us with dedicated professors whose guidance, discipline, and belief in our potential push us beyond our limits. And to the entire MLQU community, our administrators, staff, and of course our maintenance personnel, thank you for your quiet yet unwavering service that allowed us to focus on our goals and endure even our most difficult days. Your collective efforts provided us not only with quality legal education, but also with a safe and comfortable learning environment where ideas were nurtured, values were instilled, and friendships were built. To the Manuel Quezon University School of Law Office, Ma'am Tonette Mendoza, Attorney Elsa Cactac, and Vice Dean Ria Cabrera, Dean Judy Lotilla, and to all the staff who have stood beside us from the very beginning. Thank you for always being there, for your steady guidance, your unwavering patience, and your deep understanding of the way we carry. You were the ones who kept things moving behind the scenes, who answered our endless questions with grace, who helped us navigate schedules, requirements, and moments of crisis. You were more than our administrators. You were pillars of support throughout our law school journey, and for that, we are deeply grateful. And to our families, you are our backbone. Thank you for your love, patience, and countless sacrifice, for understanding the missed dinners, the canceled vacations, and the quiet anxiety you couldn't always name but choose to carry with us. You were our first source of strength and our safe haven on our hardest days. And most especially, to my father, you are the reason I stand here today. Thank you for being the very first person who saw something in me, even though I couldn't see it in myself. You were the one who encouraged me to enter law school, even when I doubted if I had what it takes. You believed in my strength, in my mind, and in my potential, long before I did. Your belief in me carried me throughout the hardest days. Thank you for lighting the way when I couldn't see the road ahead. I am here because of you, and I will carry your faith in me for the rest of my life. To my bar operations family, thank you for always having my back, for the logistics, the prayers, and the emotional fuel when everything felt like it was falling apart. And of course, to my trios, at Ate Ann Margaret, the President of 2025 Bar Ops, and my fellow graduate Albert Alonso, you were my lifeline. Thank you for standing by me in every season. Through the panic before receipts, the frustrations after failed exam, the tears we tried to hide, and the quiet victories we celebrated in between. Thank you for the reviewers we shared like battle gear. The sleepless nights, the shared breakdowns, and the laughter that kept us safe. To my brothers and sisters in the glorious house of Beta Sigma Lambda, thank you for being my unwavering compass, my second family, and my guiding light throughout this journey. From the very first day of law school, you stood by me with encouragement, wisdom, and camaraderie. To my fellow graduates, Joshua Mendoza, Lou Aquino, Apolinal Alvarez, and Michael Armamento, thank you for walking with this path with me, for lifting me up during my lowest days, and for proving that brotherhood and sisterhood endure even though the toughest of times. I am proud to share this milestone with all of you. And of course, to the person who has been my constant source of strength beyond the walls of the classroom, Daniel De Leon. Thank you for showing me that it is possible to pursue excellence in law school while still nurturing love, joy, and balance in life. You stood by me in my most difficult moments through the stress, the self-doubt, and the disappointments. You patiently endured the days when I was consumed by frustrations over a failed recitation or a disappointing exam. Your unwavering support, strength, and deep understanding made this journey bearable and even beautiful. Thank you for believing in me, especially on the days when I struggled to believe in myself. And to my fellow graduates, congratulations for finishing strong. We didn't just survive law school, we were transformed by it. We entered unsure, afraid, and often overwhelmed. But we are living empowered, sharpened, and deeply grounded in who we are and what we stand for. Our law school journey might have come to an end, but another one now begins. The journey to earn the dot before our names, to become attorneys. This next path will test us yet again, but if there's anything law school has taught us, it's that we are capable of more than what we think. Let us always carry with us the words of Fiscal Renido and Dean Bong Lopez, aim to top the bar. Because when we aim for the top, we stretch ourselves beyond our limits, we give our best, and we leave no room for regrets. And even if we don't land at the top, we still reach the ultimate goal, to pass, to become lawyers. So as we face this next battle, let us aim high, Work hard and trust the process. May we carry with us not just the knowledge and skills, but the spirit of resilience, discipline, and excellence that MLQU has instilled with us. Once again, congratulations! Mabuhay ang MLQU School of Law Class of 2025.
Thank you, Ms. Babar. The Pledge of Loyalty by the graduates will be led by Ms. Josephine M. Montalvo, Second Honors. Graduates, please rise. After the pledge, please remain standing.
Please raise your right hand and repeat after me. The Pledge of Loyalty. Conscious of the trust and responsibility that upon my shoulders lie, and invoking divine aid, I solemnly pledge my devotion and my loyalty to the ideals and traditions of my alma mater, and consecrate myself to the service of my country.
The oath of membership to the MLQU Alumni Association by the graduates will be led by Attorney Fidel R. Acasa, President of the MLQU Alumni Association. Joining the President on stage is Mr. Albert Alonzo, Second Honors, who will stand as the representative of the graduating class and will repeat the oath together with fellow graduates.
Before we do this, I would like to say that I cannot wait to stage another testimonial dinner. And I'm sure all 44 will pass the 2025 round. I just want to tell you that in 2022, we had a top 22, Jennifer from Estabilio. And we had a bumper harvest for the last 3 years. In 2022, in the 2022 bar, we had 38 passers. In the 2023 bar, we had 33. And in the last bar, 2024, we had 43. So I just would like to inspire you that the top 22, Jennifer Estabilio, we gave her 100,000 pesos. And for every passer, we give 10,000 pesos. So that is more than enough reason for you not to attend the testimonial dinner. With 10,000, you can buy your own Barong Tagalog, take a taxi, and then that solves everything. Okay? Now, the oath of membership, let me give you, please raise your right hand. I state your name.
Albert Alonso,
Member of the MLQU Alumni Association,
member of the MLQU Alumni Association,
do hereby solemnly swear
do hereby solemnly swear
that I shall uphold and abide by the Constitution
that I shall uphold and abide by the Constitution
and bylaws of the MLQU Alumni Association,
and bylaws of the MLQU Alumni Association,
exert my utmost efforts
exert my utmost efforts
to support its projects
for the support of projects
and activities,
and activities,
do my best
do my best
to keep its good name
to keep its good name
untarnished by any act of mine,
untarnished by any act of mine,
and to adhere
and to
to
adhere
all principles and ideals
to all principles and
for
ideals
which MLQU AAI stands.
for which MLQU AAI stands.
I also make the solemn promise
I also make the solemn promise
that in all my undertakings
that in all my undertakings
I shall conduct myself in a manner
I shall conduct myself in a manner
befitting a worthy member of the association.
befitting a worthy member of the
Finally,
Finally,
I wholeheartedly pledge
I wholeheartedly pledge
my full commitment
my full commitment
to my alma mater,
to my alma mater,
the Manuel L. Quezon University,
the the Manuel L. Quezon University
in its effort to build
in its effort to build
a humane society
a humane society
and enhance the quality of life
and enhance the quality of life
through education,
through education,
which is the basic foundation
which is the basic foundation
of its vision and mission.
of its vision and mission.
So help me God.
So help me God.
Congratulations.